at Lowell, first day of school in 9th grade in a Modern World class. We were handed out these little sheets of paper where we had to get to know our classmates.
To me, it didn't feel like I would really get to know the person anyway, so I kind of initiated, why don't we all just sign whatever on each other's papers. And I saw Trieu, and I told him there's one more blank spot that I had, and I wanted to get them all filled out. So I told him to fill out the last one.
So the next day, the teacher was recapping what people had signed, and to my amazement, she said there was one person in class that ran away from home once, and that person was me. I looked over at her, and she just kind of gave this sly, it wasn't me kind of deal. So for the first couple of months that I knew her, she was extremely, extremely hyper.
I think I ran around the hallways a lot. Crush on him, but I didn't know if he really felt the same.
I asked her out, and finally, after 3 weeks of waiting, she finally said yes. And it wasn't actually until another month that we finally went out. Yeah, it's kind of that awkward, you hit puberty and, girls used to be, full of cooties, and now, like, you kind of get into them, but you're not really sure what to do.
We would probably cross paths really quickly in the hallway, and, it's just kind of like a nod of acknowledgement. That was about it.
So in the month between asking her out and our actual first date, we weren't really sure what to do with each other. So, when we passed in the hallways, it was kind of like, hey, how are you? And that was it.
So after that 1 month of kind of an awkward period, we finally went on our first date.
On our first date, we went to see that great love story, Philadelphia. I really wanted to hold her hand, but I wasn't sure if she would actually hold my hand back or reciprocate. So, I kind of nudged my hand closer to hers, but, at first she wasn't really responding. So I thought, oh man, maybe she really doesn't like me that much. But then, after a couple of minutes, she kind of like slowly, her hand started crawling over towards mine, and after a while, we were holding both hands. We were supposed to meet at Powell Station, and I'd gotten there a little bit early.
So for our second date, we were supposed to meet over at Powell Station. My alarm clock rang. I didn't hear it. Smacked it. Didn't realize I smacked it, and just kept on sleeping.
And, after about 20 minutes, I paged her, and she didn't return the page, so I wait 5 minutes, I paged her again, and still nothing, so I decided to call her house. So after an excruciating hour and a half of waiting for her, I decided to call her house, and in this sleepy tone of voice, she picked up the phone and said, oh my god, I'm sorry, I'll be right there.
We spent quite a few hours each day on the phone, every night. Probably stay up until like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we'd just be chatting about sometimes nothing, but the conversation still flowed.
We probably talked on the phone for at least a good 2-3 hours every single night, and most of the time we probably wind up hanging up the phone around 2 a.m. Well, you know, Kat is a definite type A, and I'm definitely a type B.
Got our first house. It was completely empty, and then we got, well, he chose pretty nice appliances, and they were going to get delivered on September 17th of last year. We got there really early, lined the floors, because it was a really new floor. I really liked it.
I was going to propose to Kat on the day that our appliances got delivered, but unfortunately, my plans got ruined when they scratched the floor.
Kind of chewed the guy out, and then he left, and I kind of bawled the whole time.
So I had the ring in my jacket. I was wearing my jacket the whole entire time so she would not be able to find the ring in case she starts snooping around again like she usually does.
I'm usually pretty good at finding things out about him. He's not very good at keeping secrets. I didn't realize he was trying to propose. So, you know, he was standing in the kitchen and he was just mouthing off some, you know, nice stuff. But he always talks about the same thing, so I didn't realize that was actually kind of, you know, leading into something. So, you know, I was nodding. I'm like, yeah, you know, we've come a long way. And then I remembered, like, our water bill was really high last time. And then he had his sprinklers on. So I'm like, in the middle, I kind of tuned down. I go, can you turn off the sprinklers?
She was sitting on the stairs and she was like, what should we do now? What should we do now? So after 5 minutes of just talking, I just decided to do it right then and there on the stairs and asked her to marry me after 12 years.